Computer. Okay, so I hope you guys all had a chance to watch the National Wake Up or listen to the National Wake Up Call because it was amazing. So I just want to brainstorm for like 20, 30 minutes about the going forward from here with what was talked about on the National Wake Up Call. So if any of you are watching this recording, today is September 20th. The National Wake Up Call was Monday, September, what was that, 17th? So if you haven't watched it yet or listened to it, I highly encourage you to do so. And if you don't know how to go back and listen to National Wake Up Calls, if you're listening to this months later, ask me and I will tell you how to find National Wake Up Calls that are old. Okay, so hopefully you guys did, but the gist of the National Wake Up Call was the concept of me as your coach, your upline, to help you become a self-sufficient coach as fast as possible. And I taught kindergarten for 2 years before I became a mom, and it was just screaming to me the model of to, with, and by. So as a kindergarten teacher, your whole goal is to do something to your kindergartners, then with your kindergartners, then have your kindergartners be able to do it by themselves, and not just kindergartners, like any grade, right? And so it just was like, oh my gosh, like, of course, that's what I need to do with my coaches. That makes so much sense. Like, duh. I've been a coach for 3 years and I'm still learning this. It's fine. So the concept is you are a challenger, right? And that's the to. I am doing this to you, right? You're seeing it, you're learning from it, you're taking part in it. It is all me. So that is powerful beyond measure, right? Or if you jumped in and you did a 21-day challenge group, right? That's the to. Then the with is you running a challenge group with, you need some water, with me or with someone else. Pause, let me get my son some water. Here's your cups. Let's get some ice and some water real quick. Close it. Oh, right there. Yep. Here you go. Okay, sorry. So with is running a challenge group either with me or with another coach, and then by is by yourself. You're running, you're doing your own thing. Okay, so I want to adopt that model because I know for me, and they talked about on the National Wake Up Call, that you feel a different sense of ownership when it's you inviting to the group. And I feel like your energy, we talk about energy all the time, but your energy is different when it's your group and it's something that you are excited about, right? So I want to adopt that model, the to, with, and by model. Do something to you, do something with you, and then you do something by yourself, okay? So the to group, hopefully you've already done it because you've been a coach for a long time. You've already been a part of one of my challenge groups. You already know what a challenge group looks like. The with is going to be powerful beyond measure, okay? So that is going to be, actually, this is where I want to brainstorm with you guys. I kind of want powerful beyond measure to be the to. That's like the my group. For my challengers, my coaches that are new, that is like the group that I add them to. Whoa, catch it before it falls. The with is you with someone else. The by is you by yourself. Because when you are doing those things and you're inviting to your own thing that you're passionate about, your own group, the energy is just different. Like when Jamie said in the thread today that she created her own graphic to send on her email list, like I could feel her excitement. I could feel her energy right behind that because it's something that she created rather than something that she's inviting to that someone else thought of. You know, so I want you to find that energy and that excitement. And guess what? If you don't invite to something that is your group, and you don't have anybody showing up, then that's on you, right? And you feel the weight of that. And you're like, oh shoot, like next time I'm gonna do better because this time I sucked, if that makes sense. And I feel like you need to take ownership of that. We as coaches need to take ownership of that. Okay. We need to take ownership of that, right? So it's perfect timing because October 1st is just around the corner. It is like a week and a half away. And it starts a new Powerful Beyond Measure group. So we're going to change things up that Powerful Beyond Measure is going to be the 2 group. This is where you get to be as a challenger. Even if you're one of my coaches, right? If you're watching this, you're probably one of my coaches. This is going to be where you can get content, where you can get ideas, because I'm constantly trying to evolve and constantly trying to learn the new and best things. So just because you were in Powerful Beyond Measure a year ago, hopefully it doesn't look the same today, because I'm constantly trying to improve and make it better and learn new things and what's working and whatever. So you will always be a part of Powerful Beyond Measure unless you're like, hey, please take me out of it, because I'm a little too overwhelmed with groups. Like, you will always be invited, but you'll be invited as a challenger, not a coach admin, okay? Because I want you to be in charge of creating your own content with your own people. So you get to be in Powerful Beyond Measure, but not your people, okay? I hope your brain just exploded a little bit. And I hope that you just felt like you were gonna throw up a little bit, because that means that you're challenging yourself to go to the next level. I want you to invite your people to your group where you are posting 50% of the time, 50% because you're going to join up with someone else, right? So, yes, Jamie.
Hey guys, stop for a second. The people we currently have in Powerful Beyond Measure, are we going to discuss this with them or just remove them? Or how do you want us to work with that?
So the group ends anyways on September 30th. So everyone is going away because it's always a quarterly group. So on October 1st, I will invite my people and you guys, well, not Jamie, right? Unless, Jamie, you want to be in it. But Jamie, Anna is your coach. So this will encourage Anna to put on her leadership pants and really help you, okay? But you can still be in the Powerful Beyond Measure thread. If you want to be in the Powerful Beyond Measure challenge group, like, talk to Anna, talk to me, whatever, we can work that out. But so I will add my challengers, my coaches to Powerful Beyond Measure as challengers, and where they can copy content, et cetera, et cetera. And I want you guys to pair up with someone else to create your own group starting October 1st. If you're like, I'm not ready, I don't have anybody, then that's where you plug in as a challenger. Okay, we always have to remember that step 1 as a coach, and the reason the first vital behavior is the first vital behavior, is to be a product of the product. If you look at successful coaches, I can guarantee you 99.9% of successful coaches are successful because they have a transformation. Yes. If you don't have a transformation, you will not be a successful coach. And maybe that was really harsh and really blunt, but I'm sorry. Okay. This is a health and fitness company. And if you are not showing that these health and fitness products work, then you're not going to help anybody else, right? The whole point of coaching is that you love these products so much because they've blessed and changed your life. Therefore, someone else is inspired by you, inspired by your results, inspired by your transformation, be it physical or mental or emotional, that they want to join you. That's where it's not icky. That's where it's not salesy, because you have found something that has blessed your life and you now want to be a missionary for it and help other people get the same results that you have gotten. If you have not gotten results, it's time to take a step back, stop coaching, stop it, and just get your own freaking results, okay? Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. If you're in Savannah's shoes and you're pregnant, right, you can still have results as a pregnant person. Yes, I hopefully have been a good model of that because I've been a coach for 3 years and I've been pregnant twice in those 3 years. So, but you still show up as much as you can, whether that's in your nutrition, in your workouts, or both. Yes, it might not be a physical like, oh, look how skinny I was. Now look how skinny I am. Because you're pregnant, you're growing a human. But you can talk about last pregnancy versus this pregnancy, if it's a second time around, right? Or you can talk about how much better you feel because you have a group that's keeping you accountable, or nutrition that's helping you stay strong, or whatever, right? So if you need more ideas like pregnancy wise, let's chat. Yes. But the whole point of what I'm getting to is that's why you're going to be a challenger in Powerful Beyond Measure, because you always have to stay in phase one. You always have to stay a challenger. Because if you're not staying a challenger, if you're not continuing to grow and improve and progress in your physical, mental, emotional transformation, you will not go anywhere as a coach. I'm sorry, you won't. Okay, there's a reason that's the first vital behavior. So that's why I want to take a step back, help you be a challenger. Powerful Beyond Measure, that's where that is. Okay, then if you're ready to put on a coach hat, it's time for you to put on your big girl britches and partner up with somebody else. Because I assume, since you're still piggybacking on my group, Powerful Beyond Measure, and some of you have been for way more than 3 to 6 months, like she talked about on the National Wake Up Call, right? It's time for you to pony up and get her done. Yeah, because if you want to grow in this business, you have to push yourself to grow. You're not going to grow by yourself. It's just like a plant, right? I saw this meme. I don't know if that's the right word for it the other day, but I loved it. Let me see. Okay, so it says, when you're in a dark place, you sometimes tend to think you've been buried. Perhaps you've been planted. Bloom. Okay, I'll read it one more time. When you're in a dark place, you sometimes tend to think you've been buried. Perhaps you've been planted. Bloom. Okay, so this might feel like a dark place that Bryn is leaving me. Woe is me, right? It's your chance and your choice to decide if you're being buried or if you're going to bloom now. Okay, so that's all on you, and totally, totally, totally up to you and what you want out of this business. But I need to be the good teacher, right, that I learned as a kindergarten teacher, and I need to help you guys do the with and the by so that you're not constantly doing the two. Yes, I'm doing the two with to you. Now it's your turn to do it with someone else and then by yourself, so that you can have your own business. You can have your own success. You can be the one talking to your team about this in 6 months to a year, right? Because I assume if you're here on this call right now, you don't want to stay here forever, right? I hope you want to grow. I hope you want to progress. I hope you want to lead your own team and help your own tribe to become financially, physically, emotionally successful. Yes. If we just stay here in this zone of me, what's the point of coaching, right? You're really just a challenger if you're staying with me forever. Yeah. It's time for you to use your strengths and your gifts to bless the people that are your tribe, because you guys are mine. You're my tribe. You need to find your own. Cool. So October 1st, Powerful Beyond Measure, you will be added to it as a challenger. Your people are not invited to Powerful Beyond Measure. I love you. Yeah. You have to do your own thing. With one person, with 3 people, with 7 people, by yourself if you want. If you have your own group that you're like, yes, I can do this. You can do it with someone in your downline. You can do it with a coach on our team. You can do it with 3 coaches on our team. You can reach out to someone who's on Ashley's team or Jaylen's team or Micah's team, or someone who's completely not under the Micah umbrella, just someone that you found randomly on Team Beachbody Coach 411, whatever. Yeah. Find somebody, partner up with them, create your own group so that you can be the one posting 50% of the time, so that you are gaining the confidence that you need as a leader to eventually do it by yourself. Yes. With your coaches. Because I don't team up with another coach that's on my same level. I'm doing it by myself, right? With my team, so that I can now turn around and do the 2 to my team, if that makes sense. Okay, so I want to hear your thoughts. Are you like excited about this? Are you like, oh my gosh, Bryn, I hate you. You're intimidating the crap out of me. What are you thinking?
I like it, honestly, because I do feel that maybe, I know I have, it's been easy to piggyback off of you and not quite in the call when she talked about owning it, like, even if you're, I can remember the word, like discouraged or something, but you still own it, and then you tweak it. Like, you don't blame it on other people or other sources. And I think it's good. It's going to be the push to, at least for me, kind of get out from under our security blanket and and do it.
Good. That's the goal. I'm glad to hear that you're thinking that way.
Real fast.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm worried about my challengers not showing up, and the group being a flop, nobody checking in. What's the best strategy to help them check in, do their crap? Because that's my only worry is just, I have 2 right now that are sporadically checking in. So.
Well, I think this is going to be the thing that changes that for your challengers, because when they signed up, Anna, they signed up for you, Anna. They did not sign up for this random person named Bryn Wise that they have no idea who that is. And where you're maybe posting a Tasty Tuesday and maybe posting a Fit Tip Friday and maybe shouting out one of your challengers on Saturday, they're like, who's this Bryn girl? That's not my coach. That's not who I signed up for. I want to see Anna because I signed up for Anna because Anna is the one that motivates me. So I think if you reach out to every single one of your people that have ever been challengers, past, present, future, right? And you say, hey, you signed up with me once because you love me. And I want to show you that I love you too. I'm doing something incredibly scary as a leader. I'm starting my own challenge group where I will be the one posting 50% of the time. I'm partnering up with another coach on my team who's super fabulous. And I want to re-invite you to join me in this group where I will be the one coaching you through your journey, right? And I can guarantee you, not 100% guarantee you, but 90% guarantee you, your past people who haven't been showing up are going to be like, cool. This is what I signed up for. This is what I wanted. I wanted Anna, right? And they love you and they'll support you because people will do things for other people way faster than they'll do things for themselves. So if you let them know that hey, I'm scared. I'm intimidated because I'm doing this thing that I've never done before. Will you show up? Will you be there? And I'll be there for you and you can be there for me and whatever. I really do think that this is going to be what helps your challengers show up. Because I'll be the first to admit I suck at checking into my own challenge group. And I think that's because you guys are in there. And you guys are almost my security blanket that I'm like, Lauren is so great at loving on and checking in on other people that I'm like, I don't need to check in because Lauren's doing it for me. I'll be straight up real. That is what I think a lot. And they signed up for me, not for Lauren. And Lauren's not getting paid for their ness. I am, so I need to show up for my own freaking people, right? So I think this will be a good growing point for all of us. And I have homework to do because a lot of my people who are showing up are you guys and your challengers because I've sucked at showing up. So I need to reach out to my own people and say, hey, yo, I'm repenting. I apologize. I'm going to show up. Let's show up together. Finish the year strong, right? And if it doesn't work, Anna, then that's when you learn, right? You fail forward. Okay, that group totally flopped. What do I need to do differently? And that's when you ask your challengers. You say, what motivates you? How can I help you show up? What do you like to see in these challenge groups? What do you not like to see? What can I do more of to help you show up? Are you motivated by a health bet pot? Are you motivated by a drawing for a gift card? Are you motivated by just being told that you're freaking awesome and I need to do a challenge or recognition every single day? That's when you fail forward. You learn, okay, that sucked. That was terrible. What can I do to be better? But you'll never learn that if you never go for it, right? Yeah. Okay. feel like there was something. If you're a new coach and you're watching this and you're like incredibly intimidated, I would encourage you to, again, take a step back, be your own challenger, show up in Powerful Beyond Measure, show yourself that you can show up in a group as a challenger, get results, get a transformation. And then the first group that you invite to, I did not start my own challenge group until I had been a coach for a year. Okay, so I don't want you to come into this business like you're 2 weeks in and you're like, oh my gosh, Bryn already wants me to go off on my own. That's not what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm saying you be a part of Powerful Beyond Measure, you get your own results. Then when you feel confident enough in the process, in the system, okay, I want to run. I want to invite this other person to do this with me. Let's run. Yes. And because most of the time the people you sign up at first are like your mom and your husband. So you don't necessarily have any challengers yet. And if you do have challengers, you can piggyback off of someone else. You can ask someone else, hey, I know you already have a group with this person, but I only have one person to add. I only have 2 people to add. Can I join in with you and help you post once or twice a week, right? That's what I would suggest as a new coach. But the first thing to invite to, what she talked about on the National Wake Up Call, is a free group, because you're a lot more confident in inviting to something that's free. So whether that's hey, let's do a week-long group about different salads you can make. Let's do a week-long group about sugar-free recipes that are delicious that I can share with you. Let's do a 4-week-long group about marriage, right? Like that's my jam. That's my passion. If you want to do a week-long group about how to organize your house, do it. If you want to do a 1-month group about reading your scriptures, like whatever is your jam, your focus, I would create your own free group. And if you want to do it by yourself, more power to you. Or if you want to partner up with someone else to do a free group, but that's the first thing as a new coach that I would invite to. And if you're not like a new coach, but new to running your own group, so I mean, I've got Savannah, Jamie, Anna, Lauren, Jamela on here that you're like, okay, no, I'm not a new coach, but I've never run my own group before. Start with a free group. Run your own free group. Because if you fail, it was free. Yeah. And it's not like you're super disappointing anybody. Yeah. So if this is like mega intimidating to you, start there. Think of your own free group. Think of your own content. Invite. You're done. And then again, if it fails, it's like, meh, whatever. It was free and I tried and I'm going to fail forward. Right? Okay. Any other thoughts? Yeah, Anna.
Okay. So also I was thinking, and I just had a screaming toddler, so you might have already said this, but can we sync up on like, do you want to sync up on like this week is run your own free group. This week is do that. Can we sync up on that? I'm not saying we have to do it together because I'm pumped about doing it on our own. That's exciting. But just like having a marketing calendar, but like to get or on our own. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I think that's a great idea. So I would honestly just plan on, because it's always my intention to like make a marketing calendar on the first day of the month. But sometimes life is crazy and you understand. Yeah. But I would always just plan on the first Monday of every single month is when your paid challenge group starts. Always. Okay. The first Monday of every single new month, that's when your paid challenge group starts. So those are people who bought either Beachbody On Demand or Shakeology or both, preferably both, because nutrition and fitness are huge. You need both to have success and real health. Hopefully you guys know that by now. So that's when people who have paid you money, that's the group that starts for them. Yeah. Every single Monday, first Monday of the month. And then I would say probably, I think it works really well to do a free group at the beginning of the month so that you're building those relationships totally for free with these people. And then they start to follow you and then they kind of come around and it helps you build success in your funnel for future months to continue hitting Success Club and continue whatever. So I would encourage you to run every other month, do a free group that's not Beachbody related at all, just so that people can get to know you as a person and know the value that you're putting out there without having them, because even if they're in a free group that's free Beachbody on Demand, they're still signing up with you as their coach. So some people feel like, yes, I'm trying this for free, but you're still getting something out of me, because if I ever order something, you're automatically going to be my coach. And that feels weird to some people, right? So I would encourage you to have a free group 1 month that is not Beachbody related at all. Right? So those are the things I was talking about: organizing your house, salad recipes, sugar-free recipes, reading your scriptures, marriage, whatever. Then the other month, having a free group about Beachbody on Demand. Because one, like I said, that will give people the opportunity, but two, that will make people feel like it's more special if you're not doing it every single month. Because then they're going to be like, you just barely invited me to this 3 weeks ago, so I'm going to say no, and then you'll invite me again in 3 weeks, and it's not going to be a big deal, right? It'll make people feel like, oh, okay, like this is a big deal because you only do this every other month. So yes, I'm going to say yes, and I'm going to commit to it, right? And I just feel like you don't get as burned out, because if you have the same groups running every single month, then it kind of gets boring, right? So switching it up is nice. So yeah, that's what I would encourage you. I'm doing a free group this month, so let's plan on in October. The second week, we'll do a free Beachbody on Demand group. Yeah. So the first Monday will be when we start a challenge group. The second week will be a free Beachbody on Demand group. And then the third and fourth week, we'll do a sneak peek. We'll do a sneak peek every other Wednesday. So we didn't do one yesterday, so we will do one next week. And then we'll do one the following week after that. So I would encourage you to, if we start on October 1st, that's the first Monday in October, which is nice because it's a new month too. It takes 5 to 7 business days for people to get their stuff. So I would encourage you to like hardcore invite to the October 1st challenge group today, tomorrow, Saturday, and Monday. Okay? Because those 4 days are when you're doing a service to your people and getting them in there in time for them to start on October 1st successful. Yes? And we can start prep week on the 24th. So does anybody remember when Shift Shop comes out? I didn't write it down. I can't remember. But let's start a paid challenge group October 1st, and it'll just be like, that will be Lauren, you're unmuted. Do you remember?
I think it was October 22nd, I thought they said.
I think you're right. I think that is right, because I remember thinking it was after Super Saturday, which is the 20th. Yeah. So we'll start October 1st with a paid challenge group. And I would encourage you to make that like your ongoing group from October 1st to December 31st. So that if you have someone randomly who is like, okay, I want in, what do I do? Like, you have a group to add them to that's always going. And then we'll start a Shift Shop specific group the 22nd. So I know a lot of you have been thinking about doing a round 2 lift 4. Do it. This is your chance. Yeah, go. Ready, set, invite, and have it start October 1st. So yeah, I would encourage you to invite from today until Monday to your Lift 4 group, to your paid challenge group, to your 80-day obsession group, to your whatever the freak you want to finish the year out with group, and start October 1st. And then the 25th and 26th, I would encourage you to invite to the sneak peek. Yes. And then we'll do the sneak peek on the 26th. And then the rest of the month, I would encourage you to continue to just send normal invites to 2 challenge groups, basically. So the invite that I send when we don't necessarily have a group starting soon, or that like, I've already hit Success Club, but I want to help as many people as I can get started on their journey. I just send like a, hey, thank you so much for being supportive on my journey. Were you just being a fabulous cheerleader for me, or are you wanting to get started on your health journey too? And I just send that invite if we don't have a like group that's coming up. And if they say they want in, I'll just throw them into Powerful Beyond Measure. Yeah, because that's kind of like the catch-all group that they'll be motivated and inspired, but they like missed the boat, if that makes sense, on like a group that was starting. So, so yes, that was like a really long answer, Anna, but I would always plan for paid challenge group on the first of every single month, first Monday, a free group starting on the second Monday of every single month, and then a sneak peek every other Monday from now until, okay, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. So this is something that we talked about at the retreat a lot. So I want to do a diamond internship for those who are wanting to push for diamond. So we are really, really close to hitting like a really huge goal this year. And that goal is called elite. But in order to be an elite team, we have to be a 5-star team. Right now we're a 1-star team. And technically not even that, we're a diamond team because my husband is my diamond who makes me my 1-star, and he has dropped. So we got some hustling to do. Yeah. So our very, very last date to be able to wake up qualifying is Thanksgiving. So November 22nd is the last day that we can wake up like diamond to push for 5-star elite. But I wanna hear from you guys, because this is not a goal that I can achieve by myself. So it definitely takes our team. So I want to hear from you guys. If that's our very last date to push for, that's like 2 months and 2 days away. But it's really hard to hold diamond. Like, I'm just going to be completely transparent. If we procrastinate that long to wake up November 22nd as a 5-star team, it's really hard to hold through the holidays. Because people delay, people cancel because of the holidays. They can't afford Shakeology because it's Christmas time. Like, I'm just being real. Yeah. So if we want to push for 5-star elite, I think we need to make our date a lot sooner. But again, it's not a goal that is my goal. It needs to be an us goal. So, I want to do a diamond internship where I mentor one person, potentially 2. I'm going to have you guys fill out an application for those who want to push for diamond. And I'm going to pick based on your application who I want to mentor and work with based on how serious you are about it. And then with the person that I mentor, the 1 to 2 people, depending on your applications and how I am feeling about how serious you are, then we will push, we'll do a 1-hour call every single week for 4 weeks. And it'll just be I'm mentoring you one-on-one, helping you achieve your goal. So just out of curiosity, who is even wanting to be diamond between now and let's say October 18th, so that we're not doing okay. So I see Lauren raising her hand. I see Anna raising her hand. I see Jamela raising her hand. I see Jamie, I think, raising her hand. Yeah, okay, it's just kind of dark behind. Heather, okay, let's see. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I will fill out, I need to create that application to have you guys fill out because I want to start that Monday, preferably. Start the mentoring you one-on-one. So I will I'll create that and I will do that. But so if it's Lauren and Anna and Jamela, I wish Jamie was my coach, but she's not. She's Anna's. But I'm so grateful that she's on our team and pushing us all to be better. So that means we would be a 4-star team. So I would get Blake back. I'd get Blake back and then Jamela, Lauren, and Anna. So that would be 4-star. So that means we would fall short of elite, and you know what? That's okay. We would be a premier team at least. So, and premier is still really super great. And that's not, my goal is to help 4 people go diamond more than it is to be an elite team, if that makes sense. Because you guys know that a lot of people have been pushing me to not cheat my way. To me, it feels like cheat my way to 5-star, and I don't want to do that. I want to mentor 4 of my coaches to be diamond more than I want to be 5-star elite. So I will do a application. Oh, and Heather said she wanted to be diamond too. Okay, Jamie, yeah, you were raising your hand.
So if I become diamond, Anna becomes a 1-star, correct?
If she is diamond. If she's not diamond, she does not become 1-star. You are diamond and you've passed her, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So if Anna is diamond and you're diamond, then Anna is a 1-star diamond.
Does that count to your stars?
No.
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 Okay. Just wondering.
No, so you are a diamond and you've passed Anna. So that's all that happens. But if she becomes a diamond coach and you're a diamond coach, then she's a 1-star. But Anna, just so you know, because you're the only one that's like has a builder who's pushing for diamond, to be a 1-star coach, you have to have 10 active coaches instead of 8. So to be a diamond coach, you need to have 8 coaches, 4 on each side, 1 is an emerald, right? But to be a 1-star coach, you need to have 10 coaches, 5 on each side, 1 emerald, if that makes sense. And then beyond that, as long as you have 5 on one side, they don't have to be even. So to be a 2-star coach, you have to have 12 coaches, but they don't have to be even. You just have to have at least 4 on one side, and the other 6 can be on another. To be a 15-star, I don't know how many active coaches you have to have, but I know you have to have at least 4 on one side, and the other 90 can be on the other. It doesn't matter, as long as you have 4 on one side. So with 1-star, I think I said it wrong. You do have to have 10 coaches, but just 4 on one side, you can have 6 on the other. You have to have 10 active coaches to be 1-star. Jamie, did you have something else you wanted to add?
No, I just didn't mute.
Oh, you're fine. Diamond. But I can create that. So I'll get that started. I'll do that application, and then you guys can make it happen. So I lied. So if Heather, Jamela, Lauren, and Anna all go diamond, that will make us 5-star elite. So because Heather raised her hand too. Okay. So I'm excited for you guys. I'm really excited for you guys to put on your own leadership pants and get her done. So does anybody else have any thoughts, comments, concerns, questions? Are you like, where do I even go to find somebody? Yeah. What are your thoughts? Lauren, yeah.
Yeah, so if I want to do a Lift 4 group on October 1st, and that would be separate than my like new ongoing group, right? So I'd have a couple groups.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you can make it if you want to. You could make your ongoing group Lift 4 specific, and that's fine. So that your Lift 4 group could go through the end of the year, and it could just be always Lift 4 people who are wanting to start. And I don't know if you guys know this, but in your back office, you can go, let me look so that I'm telling you correctly. So when you're in your coach online office, you can go to Grow My Business, I'm pretty sure it is, and then challenge group tools. And then there is challenge group guides. And you can click on any program. There's every single program, and they literally have created all of the content for you for every single program. There's everything from 2B Mindset to 3-day refresh to 3-week yoga retreat to 21-day fix, 21-day fix extreme, 22-minute hardcore, 80-day obsession, a little obsessed, a week of hard labor, Beachbody performance. There is a challenge group for every single thing. Yes. So if you're like, okay, I want to do a Lift 4 group, but I have no idea what content to put out there, check that out. I would not encourage you to copy paste, because it sounds super salesy. I don't know how else to say it. It sounds super scripted and like a computer wrote it rather than like a person. So I would use the content, use the pictures, don't recreate the wheel, but I would just edit the words a little bit to sound more like you, add exclamation marks and emojis and stuff, because right now it's just very, but yeah, that's definitely a resource that you can use. So Lauren, that's totally up to you. If you want to do a Lift 4 group that continues through the year, or if you just want to do we're starting that day, we're all ending that day. if you want to have a Lift 4 group and an ongoing group. So this will be a great time for you guys to think of your own team name. Yes. And just so you know, I changed mine. Yeah. I can't even remember what my old team name used to be, but I had a team name. And then like a year later, I was like, that name is stupid and I don't even like it. And Jamela was my only coach that I still had. And I don't even think Jamela remembers what my old name used to be. Yeah, Jamela's like, no, I don't. So it's okay to fail. Like if you pick your own team name and you're like, yeah, this is great. And then you're like, okay, the Rockstar Cats isn't really working for me anymore. So I need to change it. Yeah, that's totally up to you. Cool. Yes, Anna, I didn't even know you could raise your hand. That's fun.
Sorry, my audio's being really weird.
No, you're fine.
I'm in Walmart. But I'm wondering, when you make a team name, do you have to like register it anywhere, or how does that work?
No, you don't have to register it, but I would definitely do
Hold
it.
on, let me unmute myself.
Oh, you're fine. You don't have to register it anywhere, but I would definitely do a quick Google search just to make sure that nobody else has used it too. So, and 99%
Okay,
of
awesome.
the time, it's not going to show up on Google unless they're like a big time coach. So even for me, like I bet if someone Googled Powerful Beyond Measure, I probably wouldn't come up. Maybe, but I think it's one of those things that, you know what, if you have the same name as someone else, it's not a copyright issue. It's not a big deal. But yeah, I would at least do a Google search so that you can know you're not copying Melanie Metro or someone, you know. And if you don't have it yet, let me know if you want me to send it to you. I have an onboarding, like a new coach packet that I literally copied from Micah, made it my own. But it has all the videos about what does Success Club mean? What does Emerald mean? All the like, hopefully you remember watching it when you were a new coach. And I would encourage you to get that from me, even if you aren't talking to anyone about coaching. I would encourage you to get that from me, make it your own so that you have something when you do find someone. Because it's the worst thing ever when you find someone and then you're like, oh, but shoot, like I want to get you started off right, but I haven't put in the time to like make this thing my own. And now I feel rushed and hurried and right? Like I would do it now before you have any builders, before you have anybody you're talking to, so that you have the confidence that when you find someone, you have something you can send them. And I promise you, your energy changes when you have something that's your own, because you're like, this is so awesome, and I put my heart and soul into this. I want to find someone to send it to. So I would encourage you to get that new coach packet and make it your own. So if you want that, send me a message after this meeting and let me know. So, okay, I think this is like 45 minutes, and I did not anticipate that it was going to be that long. I'm sorry, but I think you guys have had good questions. Let me see if I... Yeah, I think your energy will just be different when you're inviting to your own group, because you'll feel a sense of obligation and responsibility to find people and to make it great. Because, I mean, if I was inviting to my birthday party, that's way different than, hey, do you want to come to someone else's birthday party that, like, I think I've met never, maybe once. I know her from social media. You want to come to her birthday party? You know, like, it's just, yeah, it's different. Any other questions, thoughts, concerns? Okay, so I challenge you from here. Your challenge right now is to think of a group that you want to start October 1st. Find your friends to do it with. Ready, set, go. Yeah? And then after you get people in it from today till Monday, then take Tuesday, Wednesday to invite to the sneak peek next Wednesday, because I would love to have 8 people to go live with, because 8 people added coaches to the sneak peek. Yes. And remember, a sneak peek is free. Like, this is not a commitment that, yes, they're going to coach. This is you're curious and you're getting more information. Yeah. Like, It's not them committing 100,000% that they're yes going to coach. So I would encourage you to get as many people as you can in there so that they can see for themselves. If it's blessed your life, then who are you to decide if it's not going to bless somebody else's life too? Yeah, because I think we get in our heads that we're like, no one else is going to want to do this, but you're here and you want to do this, so why are you special? Why are you different than someone else? If it's blessed you, why are you deciding that it's not going to bless anybody else? Yeah, so it's hard and it's scary and I get it, but we have to open our mouths because we never know who needs this. We never know who needs the community, who needs the accountability, who needs the finances, who needs the blessings that we have as coaches and that we take for granted. Yeah? Okay. All right, my friends. I love you. Thanks for hopping on. Everybody smile because I'm going to do a picture. Okay, ready? With my camera in it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Fab. You're lovely and stuff. Okay. I will see you later, my friends.
Thanks, Bryn.
Of course. Thank you.